Okay, we are here at 8829 Daybreak Street, Sarasota, Florida, 34241. And this is quite a little townhouse here that we're about to walk into over at Skye Ranch Townhomes. So, without further ado, we're going to head on in. And this is a newly built home. One is the way to go on this one. This is for sure. This one's the way to go because this is newly built, right? So we're at built in just 2024, okay? And the questions I'm going to answer for you on this one: why nearly new construction matters in today's market, what buyers gain by skipping build timelines and uncertainty, why townhomes are becoming a strategic ownership choice in Sarasota, and where Skye Ranch fits into the broader East Sarasota growth story. And that is a big one for sure. So anyways, like I said, this property here is definitely a great one with a previously built in 2024, right? So practically brand new. 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths in this one, plus a half bath, approximately 1,238 square feet in very well used space, by the way. This layout was, it feels much bigger than it actually is technically. The townhome's layout here is designed for efficiency and privacy, as you can tell. You get those nice shrubs out in the back there that give you a tremendous amount of privacy. And there's definitely a sizzle factor or two that I'll share with you here momentarily. So, and this is ideal for people with full-time living or long-term ownership. This would be a great play for you here, especially as things are sprawling out to the east, which we'll get to here in a bit. So anyhow, here's the first impression of the layout and overview. So the entrance, you experience a flow of the home. So you're coming in right through this door here, and it does graduate you up to the upstairs, right? If you make the right turn. And you do have a pretty good sunny situation here with that overwhelming sun coming through, which is nice. So it's an open concept living, and why it works well here is how the layout separates the living room and sleeping spaces for sure. So you got your living space down here. Like I said, you've got your upstairs, which is where the bedrooms are at. All right. And functional use of square footage without wasted space, natural light, and modern proportions. All right. So the living area breakdown for you here. Main living space layout has flexibility, furniture placement options, right? So you do have a dining room area here. This could be in addition to the living room, so you could actually not have your dining space here, which is a nice job of representing, and you could just have yourself the kitchen and living room. So, and you do have this breakfast bar and breakfast seats that are here for you, right? And the kitchen is very well done. So you got those things going for it. The flow between living, dining, and kitchen, clean lines, modern design language, right? So that's what we have here. Some modern design language coming out due to this. And you do have the really nice cabinets, the backsplash that's there. All GE appliances, only a year young, really. So, and the kitchen dining areas are open concept with these sight lines, modern finishes, designs, and continuity you'll see here. And storage layout and usability is very pronounced. So there's not an area that was not well thought out as you look through here. Large counter space, right? Lots of cabinet space. There's nothing that's funky. The refrigerator's in a great location. You have your door in a great location. You got extra room to have a couple drawers, and even your Roomba, of course. Who doesn't want a nice Roomba in their house? Man, those things are great. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but I swear by them. They are amazing. But anyways, so enough room to pop one of those in here as well. And this layout works for daily use and entertaining, because you can have a good size amount of people in here, some friends and guests, and still be able to relax, unwind. A lot of seats, a lot of fun can be had for sure. And you do have these nice high ceilings, which really makes the property feel even larger than it is, which is amazing. And really nice touches with the fans, which I'm a huge fan of, pun intended. They do circulate the air very well, and keeps from getting stale, congested, and just another nice feature. You do have these tile floors throughout, which is a nice thing as well. So people coming in and out, you're not getting the floor, the chances of damaging it are slim to none. So always a good thing. I've got kids, so I always think about that. If you got animals, still very durable for them too. So, all right. And you do have the half bath down here, okay? So here's your half bath. So powder room, as the ladies like to call it, at the business section over here. So there are with that. Very functional. And saves you and your guests the trip upstairs. And of course your pantry, again, great use of space. Nice little pantry nook right there. You can put all your needs in there. And they even snuck in a nice little wine fridge, beer fridge, whatever you want. So still plenty of room. So well put together, well thought out with the floor plan. Okay. All right, so let's head over to the lanai out here, because this is a southern facing property on the backside here, right? And this is cozy little spot. You do have your water spigot back here, okay? And this makes it convenient for you. Even have a little security camera up there, why not? Always good to stay secure. You do have it with the lanai screened in, and you get a big open space here where you can see out, which is nice for viewing. And yes, that's right, right across the way is the pool. One of two that you get to access, actually. And there's your AC. So obviously just about a year old, a little over a year old as well. So you do get the sun the whole day, and you will catch some sunsets over about that way. That's going to be west. So due south, just so you know, is about that way, and due west is going to put you right about there. So you will catch sunsets right there. So really good to know. Always smart to point out for you guys so you can see what you're in for, because sunsets are spectacular. You even have a little extra storage out here. So if you're concerned about beach items and fishing poles or anything like that, you do have extra storage out here to take care of that for you. So, and that hot water tank, again, everything's only about a year old. Still got warranties that are live on this, which is also a great thing with new construction and, well, newer construction, right? That is already built. You don't have to wait for it. And some of the snags that comes along with that I'll be answering here in a little bit. So we do transition over to rug as we go up the stairs. And so the bedroom configuration is really good. You got your primary and your secondary bedrooms, which leaves, there's size and versatility here. You even have a little area to put some more storage. Okay. And it is split floor plan, so you do have the bedrooms apart from one another. So there's the master, and it is a dual master bedrooms too, which is quite nice. So you do have your own privacy in a lot of ways. So as you can see, it is split. The bathrooms do nudge against each other just a little bit, but giving you that privacy. So before we head into the bedrooms, right here at the top of the stairs, great location for it. Happens to be your washer and dryer. So stowed away nicely, and not an eyesore if you don't want it. You get to close the doors when you're all set, and quite nicely done with nice doors. All right. So let's go over to the first master bedroom of two. That's a sizzle factor for sure. Always good to have en suites, and let alone one. Two is doubling your pleasure. All right, so here it is. Here's your master. You do have that southerly sunlight coming in from these two larger windows. Okay, and you can see, actually, a nice thing that I like to be able to do is see what's going on at the pool across the way. So you got a gap in between yourself and the pool, but it's literally across the street and all set waiting to go for you. One of two, and you do see the large sidewalks that are out there. Great for walkability, and that's something that's great about this community. It has a lot of walkability. All right, and let's go in here to your second bathroom. First full, you have one sink there and vanity. All right, back to the tile, of course. Step in shower. Just waiting for you to get in there and get your cleaning going on, right? So, then you do have a closet as well here. Okay. So, like I said, they used every inch of this place with efficiency and effectiveness in mind. So, quick, easy get to both of these closets. So, two closets in this master. And we'll head over this way. Now, you have your furnace behind this door here. Okay. Again, only about a year old. And lots of natural light peeking through here as well. So here is the second master bedroom ensuite. And this one does have the walk-in, bit of a walk-in closet. So here you go. And there was light. So there it is. Okay. So plenty of space there too. Lots of closet space. In case you're curious about storage here in Florida, we find a way. All right. So, if you're moving from out of state, now you know. So, and this here is a king-size bed. So as you can see, there's still plenty of room for you to spread out. All right. So, we do have some more of these. This is a smaller fan, however, still there. Great for that circulation. All right. And here is the double vanity, or double sink vanity. All right, still that consistency with the cabinets throughout. Always nice to see. Uniform, matching, looking sharp. And a step-in shower that requires only a slight step-in for those that matters for. All right. And as you can tell, still that privacy. Bathrooms are connected. You do have a linen closet there as well. So, townhomes, I was going to answer that question for you. Low maintenance to ownership, okay? Reduced exterior responsibilities, right? You have lock and leave flexibility, so if this is going to be a secondary home, great place to be. You can literally lock and leave it, have your security system set to go, a couple good neighbors, and you are rocking and rolling off to your other property. All right. The privacy is definitely better compared to large condo buildings where there's just a ton of people and a lot of traffic. You're not going to have the same thing here in a townhouse. You do have the 2 stories, so it does cut down on the population density, right? And balance between convenience and residential feel. So you do have that nice residential feel. It does feel like a nice community. You'll notice it with the way that everything is maintained, right? Your HOAs take care of it. And very low HOAs, by the way, $166 a month. That is not bad for having 2 pools and the whole exterior taken care of for you. So there's 0 maintenance. All right. Now, Skye Ranch is a master plan community, okay? And Daybreak is has the most accessible entry point in Skye Ranch. Great walking paths, as I had mentioned, and community has a lot of connectivity. Long-term development vision of the area, this is feeding right into that. And Skye Ranch continues to attract buyers as new construction is winded down for the townhouses. And you still have these great homes that you don't have to wait to be built. You can move right in. So location accessibility, right? You have a very close proximity to Clark Road, which is a main road, brings you right down to Siesta Key in the South Bridge, which, man, the best beach in the U.S. What more could you ask for? Don't really have to say much about that. and everyday convenience without the urban congestion. So you being out here in the east a bit, you don't have to deal with all the traffic that comes with being closer to the water. You're tucked away and then can get right to the mix. You're like 18 minutes from UTC approximately, and all the plazas and mini malls that are around there, restaurants, one of my favorites, Selva's, that's over by UTC, not very far away. You're roughly about 25 minutes away from Siesta Key, 25 to 30 minutes. So really close to the beach. Also downtown is approximately going to be this similar time, a little bit north probably of 30 minutes, but all the downtown attractions with the festivals and the downtown bay and the walks and the parks that are down there, in the eateries we can't forget. So much to see and do, not to mention you can hop in the other direction and head down to Venice and go grab some shark's teeth down at the Venice beach. So anyways, market position and value on this one. The price positioning is one of the best in the neighborhood for what you're getting here, folks, if not the best. So price to sell. Comparison to surrounding single family homes, you just don't have to deal with the exterior maintenance of the property. It's really the interior, and that actually cuts back on your insurance as well. So you're only insuring for the interior, the studs in. So that's another great thing. So very affordable. Why townhomes offer more attainable entry points? These are the reasons why. And recent sales in Daybreak position this as very, very, very well priced. Importance of accuracy with pricing in today's market, because today's buyers are looking for the deals, and this would be one of them. All right. So who might want to purchase this home? So this would be, who would this make the most sense for? It's modern living without maintenance burden, long-term owners versus short-term speculators. You're definitely going to want to be a long-term person. And lifestyle-driven buyers prioritizing ease and predictability. So this is definitely about the Siesta Key type lifestyle and living it on your terms and just enjoying everything that one of the top towns in the U.S. has to offer, okay? So inventory and scarcity at the moment, limited availability of the new construction townhomes. Homes like this, they just don't linger when positioned correctly. They do move. Replacement cost versus purchase price. I mean, this is going to be right under what it would cost to rebuild this. And timing advantage of the buyers is pretty much right about now. So with the long-term ownership perspective, you have predictable expenses. The community is maturing very well. Resale strength is tied to location and age. Both of these are excellent factors for this property. And definitely a property, it's a new one to hold its value, okay? You're gonna see some good appreciation off of this one. So some closing thoughts on this. This property stands out in this segment because of its price, because of it being new, because you don't have to do much outside, and because you've got 2 pools. Like, that doesn't come in most communities. And there's an expansive build out east, so there's only going to be more homes being built, and you're already here to gain that equity as they come in. And very strong demand from buyers. What makes it smart and practical? It is energy efficient home. It's got all the new HVAC systems and condenser, so you don't have to worry about your heating and cooling. This property is all set to go, right? It's annoying to have a clunky HVAC when you're buying something that's been sitting around for a while. This is just not that property, okay? And how it fits in today's Sarasota market. So condos, as a matter of fact, are actually taking a bit of a dip in Sarasota. However, townhomes are more sought after because they don't have to worry about the milestone surveys that are going on. That's really what's holding back the condos in in Sarasota a bit is making sure the milestone surveys are complete. Townhomes are not unaffected by this. So this actually helps increase buyers' activity to these particular types of properties, which is a good insider tip. All right. And next steps for buyers wanting more. Well, you know how to contact us. We appreciate everyone watching this. Michael Graf with the Graf Group. Thank you so much for your time here and following us on our video tours of Sarasota and the greater Sarasota area. This one is a gem, priced really well in the price point that moves in Sarasota right now, moving fast under 500K. So thank you again. And well, you've seen it all. So I'll talk to you guys later. Text me if you have more interest in this property or message me. Talk soon. Bye for now.